Ghost guns are untraceable guns, no serial number, that can be made at home.
According to the ATF, the number of ghost guns recovered from crime scenes has grown significantly in recent years, from just 1,700 in 2016 to more than 8,700 in 2020. Now, Aurora police say a teen was using a ghost gun when he was shot and killed by a former Greenwood Village police officer. Peyton Blitzstein was killed back in late November, and according to court documents, Blitzstein told his friends he got the gun for safety reasons because he felt people were after him. Well, Denver recently adopted a new law to try and target the rise of ghost guns being used in crimes.
But some parts of this new law have local activists concerned. Denver 7's Micah Smith explains why.
Untraceable, unserialized guns bought online and put together at home are now banned in Denver.
We had a loophole.
Denver City Attorney Kristen Bronson says the city needed to address this major problem.
Fortunately, it meant folks that shouldn't be allowed to have a gun were able to get one.
But there's a portion of this law that many activists say
I think it was sneaky.
Doesn't belong.
It directly impacts how we as protesters and activists and organizers defend ourselves.
Activist Lindsay Minter is talking about this small section that says, quote, "It shall be unlawful for any person except for a law enforcement officer or a person acting with valid authorization from the city to possess on their person any item, weapon, or noxious substance with the intent to use for the purpose of defeating crowd dispersal measures." Minter says the word item gives officers a lot of discretion.
I think when a law is unclear, that it has more potential to be abused.
During one protest, a rubber bullet knocked out one of Minter's teeth. She says some items like umbrellas serve as protection for peaceful protesters.
I use it sometimes as a barrier between aggressive people.
Activist Karen Ashmore says she also uses her umbrella as protection from pepper spray.
I think it's wrong. I'm certainly in favor of gun control and the ghost gun bill. But this clause that was added on is not right.
Bronson says the language in the ordinance already existed in other ordinances, but says it's meant to address items like baseball bats, not umbrellas.
I would certainly say that an item being used strictly in a defensive posture, as a way of, defending yourself or to protect yourself from, I don't really necessarily see that is the aim of this ordinance.
But Ashmore and Minter say the inclusion of language addressing protests inside what seems to be an unrelated ordinance sows more seeds of distrust between the government and the people. Reporting in Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.